What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Here's to Life. Today, I am joined by a guy, we were just saying, he's a little taller than me, younger, and this guy could sing, Jesse Solomon.
But not better looking.
Oh, dude. No, I don't know, man. I don't know. You're a stud. We just were talking about all the great things you have going on. We actually should start with the singing, okay? You just released, it's Christmas time, guys, and we just heard this guy drop, I'll be home for Christmas. This guy could sing, man. I love it.
Yeah, no, the singing's been an amazing thing to kind of have outside of doing a reality show. And I'm not taking myself so seriously. Yeah. I thought I'd release a Christmas song as a Jew to just kind of break the ice. On the show, I sang something that was satire. What would Jesse Solomon do? Now I'm
smash hit.
Yeah, I'm bridging the gap with a holiday cover. And then, because next year I'm releasing original music that is actually my artistry. So I hope people are ready for it.
Well, everyone's loving the Christmas track. But that was my next question. So you are planning on releasing original music?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So was that always a game plan for you? Were you always kind of focused on singing, or it just kind of fell into your lap with the show?
Yeah, I've been singing since my whole life, really. I studied vocal jazz performance at University of Miami. And I sang every day of college. I was the only kid in the fraternity in the music school.
Wow.
And then I worked in the music business after college, and I just didn't want to try to make it as a singer. I was let me have a little more control over my destiny and go into the business side of music. And I went on a whole escapade of working in the music business. I started my own business for 4 years. I got way far outside the music business, retreated into finance for a couple years, and then I got on the show, and it kind of led me back into this more creative space where I'm excited to make and release music.
I love that, man. I love that. We'll keep an eye out for that next year. Can we,
Yeah. I'm still figuring out when and how to release the music, but yeah.
You should have done this in the studio. I always wanted to do one of those studio interviews, man.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, that's great, man. And again, like I said, you're doing some amazing things, and you've quickly become a fan favorite on Summer House. And you're not a rookie anymore. Now you've earned your stripes. You just filmed season 2, correct?
Yeah, we filmed season 2, season 9 of the show. Right, I'm not a fan. I'm not the favorite.
Man.
I mean, it's hard to compete with a Paige, Amanda, Sierra. They're all great.
They're all great. You got a good crew. You got a good crew.
Good people.
But I guess what I should say is, it's easy not to like somebody. So you're likable.
Yeah.
We'll say that.
Yeah, I get a lot of positive comments, but I don't go on Reddit, so I just don't even see the haters.
Yeah, you filtered out the negative. I like that. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. What have you learned about yourself through the whole experience? Now that you've done it two summers, you like I said, you've earned your stripes. What's something that you've taken away now and learned about yourself throughout this experience?
Yeah, I would say I care about what my friends think of me. People who I care about, I care if they think I'm a good friend. I don't care what other people think. Everybody wants to be liked, right? So it's easy to say, I don't give a shit what people think about me. I think everybody cares to a degree. You want to be liked, but I care way less than what my family and friends think about me. And I realized that on the show, when people who I'm close with come at my character, it really hurt me. It really offended me. I learned that this year.
Wow.
What else?
We got a lot of mutual friends, you and I.
Yeah.
We got to at least shout out Evan Rosenberg, our boy Evan. He's down in Miami, probably a few drinks in right now, sitting somewhere. No, we love Evan, man.
Yeah, he's dogging.
Yeah. No. I love that you said that, and I think that that's something that I feel like is contagious too when you open up and you're vulnerable and you're able to kind of be in touch with that.
Sure. That was another thing was as a straight male, you're kind of scared to open up and be vulnerable. At least I was. You just are. That's how you're raised in society, is kind of hide your emotions and be strong, whatever. And I accidentally cried on camera. And I was like so anxious about it. And I don't really get that anxious about too many things. And it ended up being the thing that people were like so
connected with.
Yeah.
Well, it's real, right?
It's real.
Yeah.
People just are kind of like craving that realness, and they live kind of like vicariously through us.
Right.
And they feel like they know us because we play ourselves. We are ourselves.
Right.
So that felt good. Luckily, I didn't cry this summer though.
Okay. No crying. Well, the trailer, I mean, looks amazing. Everybody's pumped up.
Yeah.
What was your initial reaction when that dropped? 'Cause, I mean, you're probably sitting there, you know it's coming. Are you like, oh shit?
Yeah.
Like, how's this gonna look?
No, my reaction was like, this looks like a good show.
Yeah.
Everybody seemed to like it.
For sure.
And after the last summer, just with like the Carl and Lindsay and like West and I being new and everything that was going on last summer, I was like, this is going to be hard to beat.
Right.
And then I also felt like this past summer, you know, it's hard to tell how much is going on because like you are only privy to like what's going on in your life and the things that you're involved with on the show. But like, there's a lot of stuff behind closed doors that you don't know.
Right.
How much, like, I didn't know Paige and Craig were like arguing and Paige is crying to Sierra and like, you know, so there's a lot of different storylines that I'm excited to see how they play out. And yeah, I was like, this looks like a good TV show. Like if I was not in it, I would still be like kind
Intrigued.
of excited, intrigued.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were pleased, I guess, how it came out. Because again, I think it's nerve wracking because you don't know how they're gonna cut these things and edit this, right? So it's like, uh-oh. But they did a good job. Shout out Bravo.
Shout out Bravo. Shout out Truly that makes the show. I would say I didn't remember kissing West. Once I saw the trailer, I was like, oh
damn.
I did do that.
Yeah.
But that was a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess Summer House, you guys party a lot, right? So are there a lot of mornings that you wake up in the house and you're like, shit, what did they get last night? Because I could imagine like that might be like a little
yeah, it's like Sunday Scaries.
Yeah, and on a whole new level. I mean, you got cameras obviously following you guys around. Oof. Yeah, you got to piece the night back together, and you're like, what did I say?
Yeah.
Or do you have a good grip on that, knowing the cameras are there? Because I know you guys go pretty hard.
You know, you say some stupid stuff that you wouldn't say if you were sober, but hopefully nothing like unforgivable.
Yeah. That's amazing. I love it. What's some advice that you would give to the newbies now that you guys have wrapped this this past season? I mean, I know you guys filmed already, but what's some advice, I guess, going into the premiere that you
get a therapist?
Get a therapist. Okay, there you go. Because we have two newbies this year, right? We have Lexi.
And we have
Imrul, that's it, right? Okay, so get a therapist, I guess. Just that's it, cut and dry, huh?
Yeah, get a therapist. I mean, I could probably take my own advice on that one. Yeah, I would just say like don't take anything too seriously. Like you're on this show to be on the show, and you know there's positives and negatives that will come out of it, but hopefully it's more positive than negative, and just kind of like take it all in stride because. You can't control how people feel about you. It's also like hard to care if people like you or not, unless it like really affects your life. Just back to like, I only care what my family and friends think.
Yeah.
As long as they still like me, then I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
But yeah, buckle up.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited. I'm excited, and I wanted to get a quick Solomon take here. All right, on the cast. If we can describe each cast member with one word only. Let me rattle these names off, and you just throw the first thing that comes to mind.
Oh God.
All right, let's try this.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll start with Paige.
I don't want to say the first word.
You got to, man. This is real and raw here.
Stunning.
Okay. Amanda.
Mommy.
Kyle.
Kyle, just exorbitant.
Oh, okay. He gets the big word.
Yeah.
Carl.
Just solid dude.
Solid.
Yeah.
Sierra.
Smokey the Bear.
Smokey the Bear. Love that one. West.
Wes is just my dog.
Big dog.
Yeah.
Gabby.
Gabby is quaint.
Quaint. Love
Lovely.
that.
Yeah.
We got Lexi.
Lexi, one of a kind.
One of a kind.
Yeah. Imrul. What a guy. I don't know. Imrul's word could be special.
Lindsay.
Lindsay could be mama also. Mama bear.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
That's great.
She took care of us this summer.
Well, and she's not drinking this summer, right? So
Yeah.
she was, you had the mama bear for real there.
Yeah. She was like so calm and
And
cool.
now, have you guys met this baby daddy?
I've spoken to him
Okay.
on like a speakerphone, but no, I haven't met him.
Has anybody met this guy? Do we know if he's real?
I mean, there's a baby.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's real.
Okay. All right. Well, she seems happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems like a great guy. She was asking me what kind of gift to get him for his birthday, or maybe it was like a reciprocated baby present, and so I learned a bit about him through that process.
Love it.
But he treats her great, so that's all you can ask for.
Good. Good. I mean, you guys, all jokes aside, it does feel like there's a good vibe at this point in time.
Yeah.
For the most part, or at least from outside looking in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we're actually friends.
Right.
So.
Well, I see you and West out all the time. But you guys do hang out a lot when you're not filming, right?
Yeah. People get busy, obviously, and travel, and like, you know, how good of friends can you really be with like a married woman?
Yeah. Right.
Like we can all hang out together, whatever, but like, you know, she's like in a different phase of life than I am, but like I still see everyone. But yeah, I think that's like the energy on our show is like we show up, there's 48 hours, like you're present, you're there. And the more time you spend with people, like the closer you get.
Yeah.
And so, you know, different people knew each other coming into this, whatever, but you spend enough time together, like, and in this little bubble, it kind of like accelerates how quickly you can.
I mean, you guys are a family at this point.
Yeah,
right?
totally.
Yeah. If you had to be stuck in traffic for like 4 or 5 hours with just one of the castmates, who would you pick? If you had to pick one of the girls to be stuck in traffic with for 5 hours, who you having the most fun with in the car?
Yeah, I mean, Paige and I have good goss, but she texts a lot because she's like very busy. So I don't hold it against her, but not Sierra, because one time Sierra just like wouldn't talk to West and I in the car ride home because she was pissed at West.
You're getting the silent treatment.
Yeah, we were getting the silent treatment. Yeah, I would say Amanda.
Okay.
Yeah, Amanda would be my go-to.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Trip.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
We'll get back to the show in a bit. I want to talk to you a little bit more serious here, but you've been very open about your experience with cancer.
Yep.
Back in 2017, right, you were diagnosed with testicular cancer.
Yep.
And now you're using your platform to really spread awareness, right, and try and turn this into a positive.
Yep.
Can you take me back to the day that you found out you were diagnosed?
What a day. Yeah, I was working at WME at the time. I was kind of like an assistant in the music department. I went to get a physical before work, and I was like, yeah, I kind of like feel something in my nut, but like just give me like a STD test, like just you know, just a checkup. I'd been living in New York 2 years, like needed a doctor.
Right.
I heard my mom in the back of my head, like, go make sure you go to your doctor.
Yeah.
And I pee in a cup, I get an ultrasound on my nut, whatever, and like they call me back right away, and I was just like, I probably have chlamydia. Like I'm fucked. Like my life is over.
Right.
And I never had chlamydia before. This is like a big deal. It's so funny now because I've told this story so many times that somebody sent me a screenshot. If you type my name into Google, the first result is like Jesse Solomon chlamydia.
All the sound bites. Right.
So, anyways, moral of the story: didn't have chlamydia.
Yeah.
Thank God.
That's something different.
I was at work all day. I was like thinking about how I'm gonna tell the girl I'm seeing, like, and I go back to the doctor. I was like, all right, doc, like, let me get the Z-Pack, and he's like, listen, you have cancer. You are gonna have to get your testicle removed, and you'll probably need some radiation and chemo. And I was like, I was like, where's my real doctor?
Right,
it was like randomly the Thursday before Labor Day weekend, like my actual doctor was gone on vacation. And he was like, no, this is, serious. You should probably like get a second opinion and you're going to need surgery like ASAP. So I went to NYU, I went to Memorial Sloan Kettering, and everybody was like, yeah, you got to get your testicle removed. So I was like, ruh-roh. And a week later, I was out at the bar, had one of my nuts removed, and
Crazy.
Everything was the same.
Yeah.
But
So it really wasn't, the process wasn't really stretched out over a crazy amount of time. It really was quick surgery done.
You got to get that thing out ASAP.
Yeah.
And they were like, do you want a fake testicle? I was like, I don't know. This is a lot to deal with right now. Like, I'll let you know. And then I got the surgery. They were like, here, breathe in some of this oxygen. I was like, oxygen? I love oxygen. And I take like a couple hits of oxygen. Next thing you know, I wake up, surgery's over. I was like, did I get the fake nut?
Yeah, right.
They were like, yeah, we gave it to you.
Yeah.
The first time it was like quick and not painless. It still hurt.
Yeah.
But quick and easy. And then a year later, it spread to the lymph nodes in my stomach, and I needed like 4 rounds of chemo and the whole thing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I was laughing when this summer, was it? I guess that trend on TikTok. And was it you? 2 chains and a silicone nut. The girls were saying. I'm like, but I love how you just lean into it and you're having fun with it, man.
Yeah, I mean, what else can you do? You know?
Yeah. And again, I missed it, but what was it in October? You guys did the Empire State Building run. I was down in Atlanta filming, but I was hoping to be there to support.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. But I love that you're using your platform now to raise awareness, and you're encouraging guys to get checked. Really, right?
Yeah. No, everyone, guys, are just worse about checking themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
But everyone should be doing self-exams and then going to your doctor at least once a year. Make sure, because people are getting cancer at younger and younger ages. Yeah. And if you can detect it early, you save your life.
Right.
So it's like a no-brainer. And in my opinion, I've partnered with LabCorp to so people can get easy access to these tests, because sometimes it can be confusing. You need to go through insurance, all this stuff. And I thought it would be a way to help people, physically, like make sure you go get checked, hopefully save someone's life. But the amount of, outpour of just like emotional trauma and people being able to relate to my story,
right, that's
been like super rewarding and something I didn't see coming.
Right.
I probably could have like thought about it a bit more, but yeah, people are just like, I had no one to relate to about this. I get anxiety before my checkups, and like just seeing me go through that really kind of made a lot of people feel seen.
Yeah,
because people are like, I hide this from my friends,
of course,
and you being so open about it has given me the courage to talk about it. So that's been like the most rewarding thing to come out of this whole experience by far.
Yeah, well, a healthy, young, active guy. I mean, it's funny because you just shouldn't say funny, but you don't come across, guys that really experience it, or at least that are open about it. So it is like refreshing, I feel like, for people to hear, a young, healthy, active guy just kind of, like I said, lean into it. So yeah. Respect, man.
I appreciate it. Yeah, nothing bad had ever happened to me like on that level, and so it's just kind of like brought me back to planet Earth. Anything can happen to you at any moment, so just be grateful and do the best you can. And like I've tried to take steps in my own health and recovery to just like do things that are anti-cancer.
Right.
So I like sauna and I work out, and sometimes I'll do like a fast for a day or two to like starve cancer cells. There's like random stuff you can do that is good for you.
Yeah, big sauna guy here. Big sauna guy.
But you got to use like a high quality sauna. People are buying these saunas online that have like glue and things that when you heat them up, it's literally like there's EMF radiation going into your body from the sauna if you buy like a cheap one. So
maybe no sauna on TikTok Shop. We were just talking about TikTok Shop.
Stick
to the OG sauna.
Yeah. The reputable sauna companies if you're going to sauna. Unfortunately, because like I would love to just get like a cheap one.
Yeah, I see. Well, you're, like I said, active. You spend a lot of time in the gym. Is that something you're always been passionate about too? Because I feel like now you're leaning into health and wellness a bit more. Was that something that kind of started again from the experience with cancer, or was that just something you've always been kind of passionate about?
Yeah, always been into lifting just for cosmetic reasons, just to look good.
Yeah. You look great, man. Come on, this guy, man.
Thank you. No, I'm just like, I played volleyball in high school, and we would have to lift, but I was just like lazy about it. But I got to University of Miami, and like everybody's jacked.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I really got it.
Side.
Yeah. So your shirt's off like most of the year. And I would work out with my boys in Miami, and that's when I really got into it. But yeah, I've been lifting every day. You know, obviously there's off days, but like consistently since I was 18, and I'm 31, so it's like 13 years.
Love it. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to get we'll get a lift in, bro.
Let's do it.
We'll do it.
Yeah, you're no slouch in the gym.
No, man, I can't. I've been locked in, man. I'm locked in. You know, the new year now too. You know, we set some new goals. We'll turn it up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, so now it's not just for the outside appearance, but for my insides as well.
Of course. Yep. Longevity here.
Yeah.
Right.
Amen.
Yeah. My grandma's I don't know if you've seen. I've posted her.
Yeah, those
97
videos are
years old.
Incredible.
So if anybody is you know, an example of doing it right and being healthy, 97, bro. She's still dancing the night away. She's
incredible. Yeah, my grandma passed away at 101.
Oh wow.
And it was like,
and she was still
she was there mentally for the most part, but she was losing it physically. She couldn't hear. That was really upsetting for her.
Yeah.
But no, your grandma's got her beat. So that's like important. Like
man.
if you don't do like squats, you might not be able to stand up. To me like is
like get off the toilet one day.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to help off the toilet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You got to think about that shit though.
Yeah.
You know? All right, this isn't your first podcast. I mean, you've done a few now. We know that. And I feel like a topic that always comes up is your dating life. Ooh. You know, people want to know what your deal is and who are you seeing, and we won't get into all the
specifics,
the spiciness of it. But well, we know you're not seeing anybody at the moment. We can at least say that, correct? Serious.
We can't say that.
Okay, so we can't. Okay, we'll
no,
leave.
I date Lexi on the show, and you'll have to watch to see how that goes.
Okay. I know we were hearing some things over the summer that you were getting real cozy with the newbie.
Yeah.
So okay, so we'll leave it at that. We'll have to tune in and see where that goes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'd love to talk all about everything, but
that's why we do this, man. What's the date?
Today?
No, not today. The premiere.
February 12th.
February 12th. So we'll tune in and we'll see where that goes. But But what do you look for in a partner? You know, being single in New York, especially, it's you know, my friends tell me it's hard to date, and you know.
Nah, they're not trying.
They're not trying hard enough.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of people that date. It's hard to like find the one because there's always something better or something else to do in New York.
Right.
And you just got to find somebody that's like looking for the same thing as you. So I feel like there's like an unlimited amount of people in New York to go on dates with.
Right.
It's hard to date in Miami, honestly. Yeah, the girls in Miami are just different.
Yeah. Different speed.
It's gotten better as Miami becomes like a more desirable destination, but you've got like a lot of foreign girls, you've got like Florida girls, and now you've got like the Northeast girls who have come down.
A lot of different species out there.
Yeah, a lot of different species. So, and there's just less people.
Yeah.
Like people think about Miami as like, oh, Miami is like a huge city, and it is, but the community is smaller. Like everybody kind of, you don't know everybody. It's a great size because like there are always new people to meet, but like there is that sense of community that I don't feel as much in New York. Obviously, I've got a lot of friends here, but it's just like such a big city, and there's like unlimited people wherever you go. Miami's kind of like the same people, same spots.
Right. Where are your go-to spots in Miami?
Man, we end up going to the Soho House a lot.
Yeah.
Miami Beach.
Can't go wrong there, right?
Yeah, Saturday afternoon, it's like religion. You go to church on Saturday, Soho House, you see your friends, talk about where you're going that night. There's a new spot called Bay in Sunset Harbor. There's Zay and frickin' Little River. We go to Mila. This season, Mila's been good.
It's one of my favorites. You know, my daughter's name is Mila too, so I have that connection there. It's different love, though. It's a different
You named
love.
your daughter after
No,
the club?
no, definitely not. But you know, it has a soft spot when I'm down in Miami now. I gotta make sure I hit it.
It's a beautiful name.
Yeah, right.
Very pretty
and,
name.
and a beautiful place.
Yeah.
All right, so hey, what would Jesse Solomon do?
Yeah.
New York or Miami?
Yeah, I prefer the lifestyle in Miami, but everything that I now do for work is in New York.
Okay.
Obviously, you can like film and post a brand deal from pretty much wherever, but there's a lot of like, podcasts, appearances. I do this Amazon Live thing, so I come to.
I see Mama Solomon.
My mom joined us last week.
Yeah.
I mean, I got it from my mama, you know, so I knew she was gonna crush it, and she did. So yeah, work-wise, everything's in New York. Dating, I think, is better in New York, but like Miami, you just drive to golf and go to the beach and play. People are playing paddle and basketball. You can do all those things in New York. It's just inconvenient.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
It's just smoother down there.
Yeah, it's smooth. The weather's nice. So, like, I'm fortunate enough to do both.
Yeah.
If I had to choose one, depends on the day, but probably Miami.
Okay. All right. That's okay. You're allowed. It's okay. It's not a bad place to be. You know, I got a lot of love for Miami. I'll always pick New York, but we got love for Miami.
Yeah.
So you've been busy. We know that. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I guess, you know, this show's been a blessing for so many reasons, right? You have a great
Nobody's asked me that. That's a good one.
You got a great platform. You know, this show could go on for I don't know how many more seasons, but down the road, where do you see yourself going from Summer House?
Yeah, I think about this a lot. It's been, a year now? I mean, not even a full year since my first season aired. So, like, I'm still riding the wave up, I hope.
I mean, well, how many seasons have Kyle and Amanda been on?
Yeah, this is their 9th season.
It's crazy to think about. Yeah.
So
you could really ride this wave a long time.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, once you get into the double digits with these reality shows, it's kind of like how many seasons, like they might do, who knows? I'm just guessing. I don't know anything. But they could do a spinoff. They could bring in new people. They could just keep doing it, and the show kind of ages with the people. Like, so it's not like my goal to be on reality TV forever.
Yeah.
I'm down for, as many years as it's good, and we can make a good show.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on a bad show. And I feel blessed that I was able to join like such an established good show and try to bring something to it. 5 years, I'm hoping that I have a successful music touring business.
Of course.
And then I'm like actively releasing music. 5 years, I'll be 36. I hope I've met the one. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'll be like engaged or what, but definitely hope that I've got eyes on.
But that's the goal, to have a family and.
Yeah. I'm definitely looking to have 2 or 3 kids, a wife, no divorce. And I think it's kind of like an interesting thing to be like on a reality TV show and like married with a family, and that brings challenges. So I definitely want like a stable home life for my future wife and kids.
Would you date someone in the industry, or would you want someone kind of on the outside that isn't caught up in the whole?
It's a double-edged sword. Right. I'm still figuring it out. If you date like an influencer, she at least understands your lifestyle,
right? And
you can really connect on work things. But now I'm seeing all these people break up and then they go scorched earth on the internet, and I'm like, that's just brutal.
Right.
So yeah, I kind of lean towards really like nice, cute kind of girls. Like I don't go for the like.
You don't need like the music video vixen.
Yeah, like the
might be fun for a little bit, but
Yeah, like I lean towards like a typical New Yorker as opposed to like these like Miami girls who are with all the makeup. Like I just want a normal girl from the Midwest maybe, or somebody chill.
I like that. Well, for all the girls watching though, like who's your celebrity crush? Like give me one dream girl you have that maybe some of these girls could go
Yeah, I don't have like a great one. I used to have like Jennifer Aniston and
Classic.
then Megan Fox.
Classic. I still think about that scene in Transformers, man.
Oh, she's so
Ooh,
yeah.
I love it.
She gets me going. She's single now, maybe.
I think that's what I'm hearing, but she is pregnant. Yeah.
Listen, I'm looking to be a father.
Hey. Right.
Yeah, no, but no, back to your question. Yeah, I think like 5 years, maybe I start a podcast.
Yeah, I could see that for you. And what about scripted TV?
Yeah, so I've been doing auditions for voiceover work. I've been auditioning for like a couple Netflix things.
We got to get you down to Atlanta to Tyler Perry Studios, man.
Yeah. How is, so to me, acting, it seems like it's great exposure, but compared to like the money you can make on the internet.
Yeah.
And the amount of like hard work it is acting, it's also like a lot of things are outside of your control with like your cast and the producers and directors and whatever. Like, has acting been like a rewarding thing for you?
Man, it's the best. And what I love too is because I've considered maybe going down the reality, lane, and back in the day. But what's great is like you don't take the work home in a way. Like I feel like you guys are never off because the internet's always saying something, or you have to kind of monitor where this narrative is going, or who's saying what.
Like it could be the same for you too.
Yeah, but I don't play myself. Right, so right. I'm always playing somebody else.
Right.
But to answer your question, I mean, acting has become such a love of mine, and I really hope to continue to build it in the TV and film space. I mean, hosting and doing doing the interviews and the red carpet coverage and stuff. That was sort of my passion early on. But oh man, if I can stay doing the TV, the scripted stuff for forever, sign me up. It's the best. And Tyler Perry, who I work with down in Atlanta, having him as a mentor has been just incredible. A guy like that, he's such a machine. So having him like in my corner, kind of showing me the way, is been awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right. I have not heard that.
Yeah.
Anybody I've asked that's an actor has been like, I wouldn't do it.
Well, it depends though, because I mean, I'm very lucky. I've been a series regular now on a show with Tyler for a few years, so I know sort of the struggle, right? Where it's like, all right, is this sustainable? Auditioning and trying to make this a life, but I've also now, luckily, last few years, I've really been doing it full time. Right. So it's tough though, but you know how it is. I mean, this industry in general is just a roller coaster. But bro, if you love it and you got to go for it. But I'm always going to tell you that it's a great place to be. Yeah.
I know that I like being in front of the camera. Yeah. I'm comfortable. I can be myself. Yeah. So the hosting stuff excites me. I've been enjoying doing the Amazons. Maybe I can get like deeper into that.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm kind of in the just like try it all and see what works.
Yeah. And the good thing now is I feel like everything sort of intertwines too. It's not like you need to just pick one lane. So I got a good feeling about you, man. I think that we got a lot to look forward to. I think that it's just the beginning.
Thank you.
So we got season 9 coming out February 12th. So before we wrap up, one word, I'm sticking with the one word thing to describe this season. What are you going to give us?
Electric.
And we'll end with what are we doing?
I mean, we could do like a little.
I appreciate you, man. It was fun. I appreciate you hanging out for real. And we'll go out for some golf. We'll get a lift in, and we'll get Evan Rosenberg out here to join us.
Yeah, we'll do like a day in the life.
That's it, man. That's it. We'll get these guys. We'll follow you around. We'll pitch it. We'll pitch it to
network.
Yeah, that's it, man. I got you back.
All right,
All right, man.
you.
Jesse Solomon, my guy.
Thank you for having me.
Here's to life.